Hey guys, welcome back to another ATcustoms video, and today I'll be painting this guy up. And for the record, I'm going to try to shorten up my videos, and I'm going to split this video into three parts, which is first part is the preparation, second is the painting, and the third is the final assembly and the detailed shots. Alright, so stay tuned. Enjoy.
But I won't leave you. Will everything we know be lost and changed for something new?
Okay guys, so this is the part 1 of painting your kit. Of course, this might look weird. You should actually assemble the kit first before you paint. Why I actually do this is mainly if you were to make a custom color scheme for your kit, you can actually decide which part then what kind of colors go to each separate part. Alright, this is one. Of course, as for me, I'm going to paint the original color scheme like this, blue and white. But it is actually good for me also because I actually know, like example, there are two white parts close to each other. I can actually decide whether I want to go with white and off-white to give the two-tone effect. If you didn't assemble this, you might not know which part goes to where. Alright, there is number one. Number two, you can actually assemble it so that you know which part you need to do modifications. Example, as for the legs, right? You can fix this problem over here. Articulation is good on a side cake, but after you let go, it just comes down like that. So you can actually know before you assemble it back after painting, you should actually think of a way to tighten up the joint. Maybe using super glue or either the blue tack, the sticky tack. Alright, that is part number 2. Alright, the third reason why I actually assemble this is so that you can make what is it called, the customization. Not to say customization, even accessories. Right, as you can see, I've been holding two GN swords over here, GN swords 1 I guess and 3, and there is actually another one over here which is called GN, I think, beam rifle. Right, so you can actually decide what kind of weapon goes to where, so you don't have to paint extra parts. As for this kit, it comes with extra part, right? So yeah, I think that's about it. The 3 main reasons why you should assemble your kit first before painting. Now let's jump to the next step. Okay guys, so step 2 of painting your kit is preparation. As for my case here, I prepare, I'm using this box over here, which is from the Avalanche Exia, right? So that I can actually separate the parts for painting, like example the blue parts, the white parts, and etc. depending on the color scheme that you want to paint. Secondly, second thing that I use is actually this. This is actually the spray caps of the spray paint caps over here, so that I can put on separate parts in here. And then this is masking tape. Masking tape is good for you to do color separation and also to do labeling like this. As you can see, I do gray over here. Right, so masking tape is very self-explanatory, right? You can actually use it for many things, for painting. So I guess that's about it. And of course, yeah, the tools like knife, and scissors, and alligator clips. I think those kind of things is very straightforward, right? So I don't have to show you. Alright, so now jump to the third step, which is disassembly.
Let's slow down. I wanna live right now.
Okay guys, so this is part 3 of the build, which is assembly. So as you can see over here, this is the head of the Gundam. So you have to decide what color goes to where. As you can see, most of the part here are white, so I will just separate it to white and grays. I try to make it not close to each other so that you can see the two-tone effect. Alright, so my style, usually the outer part I will actually use white, right? So I'll disassemble this part over here. White on the left and gray on the right. So that's about it, I guess. And then the cup over here is to keep those yellow parts and clear parts. Why actually I put this together is because the clear part and yellow parts are actually very the parts are actually very little, so I can save more space, right? So that's why I always do this. Yellow parts in, green parts in, gray.
How'd we get to this place?
This is the green part here, so green part goes inside the bin. Alright, and for this normally I would just snap it back together and paint it in one part, right? This is a technique that I use mainly because I'm very lazy, but one more reason why I do this is because this part is supposed to go together and it's supposed to be the same color. So if you will paint it separate times, sometimes the thickness might not be the same, so you might have like darker white here, I mean lighter white here, and maybe darker white here or something, so it doesn't look that nice. So I assemble it together and paint it one shot. It will actually be a single tone of white, right? So yeah, this part is going to be white, right? So gunmetal part, I get another here which I labeled gun, right? Gunmetal part will be in there. So this is the head. So I'm gonna skip through and build the other parts. I mean, assemble the other part. I disassemble the other parts.
Let's slow down. I wanna live right now. I'm not worried, thinking about tomorrow. I'm feeling everything I need from you. It's all I believe in.
Okay guys, I've just done separation of my parts, and as you can see from this bunch over here is that I've re-separated into the white, the off-white, the gunmetal, the gold and others over here, and then the these are the others, which is chrome. As you can see, the blades, and there are some frame parts that I decided to go with chrome instead of gunmetal. And then the blue I'll separate into two parts, which is the normal blue, I don't know what blue is that called, and then I wanted to add a little purple to it, so it has this two-tone kind of blue effect. Alright, and I think there's one thing that I haven't explained when I was disassembling the parts, is that it's better for you to disassemble them by pairs. For example, like for arms, you disassemble both arms at the same time, like both parts, so that you know which part is which color. If let's say you would disassemble one arm first and then the other arm, sometimes you might forget whether this part is in white or off-white, and because both of the part looks the same, so it's better to remove two parts here, and let's say these two parts are off-white, you just remove it and put it off-white section, and then the other arm remove the same part for the off-white section, then continue with the rest of the arm. Not remove everything and then just forget about it later. Alright? Okay guys, so this is the end of part 1 of my video of the Avalanche Exia build, and we'll see you guys again next time on part 2, which is I start painting the kit. Of course I paint the kit today, and hopefully by next week I can complete it. But lately I've been quite busy. I need to be flying here and there for work, so my videos are coming in slightly slower. Alright, take care guys, enjoy.
Let's slow down. I wanna live right now. I'm not worried, thinking about tomorrow.